The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of King Herod, behold, Magi from the east arrived in Jerusalem, saying, "Where is the newborn King of the Jews? We saw his star at its rising and have come to do him homage." When King Herod heard this, he was greatly troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. Assembling all the chief priests and the scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They said to him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for thus it has been written through the prophet, 'And you, Bethlehem, land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, since from you shall come a ruler who is to shepherd my people Israel.'" Then Herod called the Magi secretly and ascertained from them the time of the star's appearance. He sent them to Bethlehem and said, "Go and search diligently for the child. When you have found him, bring me word, that I too may go and do him homage." After their audience with the king, they set out, and behold, the star that they had seen at its rising preceded them, until it came and stopped over the place where the child was. They were overjoyed at seeing the star, and on entering the house they saw the child with Mary, his mother. They prostrated themselves and did him homage. Then they opened their treasures and offered him gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh. And having been warned in a dream not to return to Herod, they departed for their country by another way. The Gospel of the Lord. There is much that is mysterious about the Magi. Where exactly did they come from? What was their occupation? Were they kings or astrologers? We don't even know actually how many there were. The Bible never says. Tradition says there are three because there were three sets of gifts, the gold and frankincense and myrrh. But even though there's much that is mysterious about the Magi, there's something that's clear, perfectly clear, and very, very important for all of us. And what is this? It's the simple fact that the Magi moved. They moved. They came from wherever they were, led by the star. And they moved closer and closer to meet the Lord. And even children know this. If you've been here over the past weeks, first the Magi were over here with their camel. Then they were right here by the pulpit. In fact, I just about tripped over one of them once. And now there they are. They've moved. And why is this so important? It's because for 2,000 years since, every follower of Christ must do the same. In fact, this is one of the great challenges of Catholics today. Many followers of Christ don't actually believe in following him. But you can't sit still and be a follower of Jesus. Just imagine if along the Sea of Galilee, Jesus had said to Peter and all the other fishermen, "Come, follow me." And they said, "Well, Jesus, you're kind of cool. We like what you're saying, but we're just going to stay here. But listen, next time you come through, let us know. We'd love to catch up, have a beer, and so forth." To follow Christ, you've got to follow Christ. And as obvious as that seems, many Catholics today, Catholics who are very get up and go about everything else in life, their jobs, their careers, other things. Yet when it comes to their religion, they just want to sit still and take a breather. Sociologists have talked about that. It's something that's really switched in the past 75 years. The notion that our faith requires commitment and work and energy, that's gone. Now it's a matter of pleasure and preference. Do I feel good when I go to church? Is it meeting my needs? Jesus Christ says to you, get off your and follow me. And for some of us, that's a whole new category of religion, that we would actually do something. Something perhaps as simple as pray, as change our habits, as move closer to Jesus. But on this great feast of the Epiphany, in which we honor the three Magi, or however many there were, let us learn the lesson that, as that old spiritual says, when the Spirit moves you, Lord, you've got to move. And every one of us in this new year, ask the Lord, Lord, tell me what is the next step that I need to take to get up and move closer to you. And remember that a follower of Christ is a follower. No Catholic ever really sits still. You're either getting closer to Jesus or you're moving further away. Dead people don't move. That's what dead people are good at. Spiritually alive Catholics are always moving, maybe small steps, but moving ever closer to Jesus.